In this video, we're going to be going over how to use Blackboard and where to find everything and how you submit things. Now, when you log in, you'll be at the announcements page. The announcements I'll put in, a minimum of once a week. I also have them sent to your email, so you should be able to see the announcement in your email and then also when you first log on. Obviously, you're in the start here. Okay, looking over the videos and things like this. Please make sure you look over being prepared as far as learning online here at ODU, and you follow through on the technology prerequisites. You add the syllabus. You saw that before. You click on this and it opens up the syllabus. The schedule. With the schedule, this is just information that's coming from the syllabus itself. You can see again all the things that are necessary, when they are due, that sort of thing. Over here in calendar, you can always see what's going to be due when with the calendar. And you can go from month to month and week to week and this sort of thing. The modules, going to be very important. Each week you'll see that there's a module for the week and the things that need to happen. You'll see that it shows what the dates are for that module. Once the date is passed, that module is basically closed. Now what you do is you click on the black thing, alright, and it will open up the information for that module. So the first thing you get is the module overview. Now you'll see that you have your table of contents with all the things that need to happen and the various pages. You can also go from page to page using the page markers over here. So it goes over what the module is about, what the objectives are, and the relevance, why you would want to do something with that module. You get into the topics. Here are the topics we're going to be covering. Then you get into the assignments, and it shows what assignments need to be done for the week. So the first one is reviewing the chapters, alright, for each of the modules. In this case, it's chapters 1 and 2. And again, you can click here in the table of contents, or you can go here as far as going to the next page. Identifying your sales presentation topic. Be thinking of a sales presentation or an influence situation that you want to practice and actually record in week 8. As you go through the semester, be thinking about how you apply each of the things we'll be talking about to your situation. You have your first discussion board. Get to know you. We need to know who you are, okay? You can open up a discussion post here or here to go ahead and start that discussion. You'll see that you'll have various discussions out there. You set up a new discussion by creating a thread. You give it a title as far as the subject is concerned. And then you give the body of the information and what information you want to share. And then you click on Submit. You'll see that there will be various threads that are out there. You need to have your initial thread done by Thursday at the latest. Then you need to respond to others' posts, other threads. So let's say that we're going to look at this one and we're going to reply. We click on Reply and we type in, "Here is my reply." And submit. When you look at the threads, you can use your cookie crumbs right here to go back and forth and to see what's going on. So you'll see that you have various threads out there. You'll see that there are posts of threads and then there are replies, and you can reply to replies. So you want to get involved in the discussions, and that's how you basically use the discussions. So let's go back to the modules. We're looking at this module here. We were just posting to DB0, okay? Then we go to the next item. In this case, there's another discussion board. This one is going to be assessed. It'll be graded and you'll be given feedback. You can see it has information here as far as when things are due. The next page is basically getting people to remember you need to start thinking about your final learning and actions paper. One of the things you can do is start making some notes to yourself. What did you learn? How might you use it? Because your final learning and actions paper is going to be that reflection, stepping back and saying, over the 8 weeks, what have I learned and how will I use it? Going to the next page, you have module feedback. So the whole idea behind this is to give me feedback as far as what is it that went well, what can be done differently. And again, you click on here or click on here to submit it. The last page that you'll see is a summary of the module. This will be filled out and included at the end of the module after we have gone through everything and some of the things that I've learned based on some of the things that you've provided. So you'll see the module summary coming up at the end of the week. So as you go through the week, you'll see the various modules and the things that need to be done. And it will show you from week to week what needs to happen. In the final week, you have some other things that are due besides just the discussion board. There is not a discussion board for that final week. You can see the overview and the objectives and then the relevance that goes along with this. The topics that will be covered is recording and then presenting or submitting to Blackboard your sales and influence presentation and then reflecting upon the course learnings. The assignments, you can see that there are various chapters to review, record, and then provide your summary of your reflection. You have the review required, which is going back and reviewing over chapters 1 through 9. Creating and submitting your sales reflection, your sales presentation. Now in this, you'll see that there are instructions. You see the number of points that are possible. And it's asking you to attach the files. You can attach the files a couple of different ways. You can go to your File Explorer, and you can drag and drop a file, or you can browse your computer and find the file that you want. When you have the file that you want, you click on Submit, and it will submit it to Blackboard. You also have, I'm going to leave that. Then you have your module feedback. And then again, we'll do the course summary at the very end. Now, go through each of the modules, look over to see what it is that's going to be done throughout the semester. That's going to be key, just going through the modules. Now, if you want to go directly to the discussions, you can by clicking here on Discussions. And you can see all of the various discussions that we have for the semester. You can tell how many posts have been submitted that I have not read, and then also how many have replied to me. Give you some information on that. Submissions. This will take you directly to the submissions that need to be done. So in other words, you really have only 2 submissions which are due at the end of the semester. Your final learning and actions paper and your sales presentation. My grades. You can see your grades at any point in time. One of the things I suggest you do is every week you go in, look to see what your grades are, because it will show you for each of the items that you've submitted what your scores are. You can click on it here to get your feedback. So that's an overview as far as using Blackboard and some of the things that are necessary. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to give me a call.